Guess who's back? Back again. Banjo's back. Tell everyone, please. Tell them to come watch this 22-year-old game being played by some guy they've never met. Anyways, hello, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time to LP's LPs. I am LP, and today I'm continuing, or rather starting, a new LP. Banjo-Tooie, the sequel to, you guessed it, Banjo-Kazooie. And I guess this year is sort of the year of sequels. I've played Banjo-Tooie now, I played Majora's Mask, I played Earthbound and Mother 3, and I played Pokemon Legends Arceus, whichever one. Either which way, the point is that we're starting a brand new adventure today. And we're kicking things off alone, but I'll be having someone joining me here in a few moments. It's probably going to help make this a little bit easier. You might already know who's joining me today. They're kind of an expert on the subject, but I'll let you sit and stew on that as we view the scene. 2 years have passed since Gruntilda the Witch was defeated by Banjo and Kazooie. 2 years! 2 years. She has been stewing. That's a long time to sit and lament your defeat. After falling from her tower, she was buried underground, where she remains until this very day. She's been eating grubs and dirt. She's been getting her dosage of protein and not much else. At least she's got a friend. It looks like Mr. Klungo there is keeping her company.
No good. Mistress still can't sift rock.
She's been working on it, though. Look at that thing jostling. She's clearly getting a workout in.
All because of that stupid bear.
Easy now. I don't know that it's the bear's fault, really. Gruntilda instigated the whole thing with her abduction of Tootie.
Mumbo play well, has much of bear's cash. He's right, Kazooie. Let her go with your bird feed money.
Don't be so sure, Banjo. Hey, look outside, everyone. Grunty the Witch is coming!
Hey now, Kazooie, that's poor sportsmanship.
Where, Kazooie? I can't see you.
Well, false alarm. Models must have been some shadows. Yeah, shadows. Come on, Boneface, let's play. I feel lucky.
Kazooie, it's canon. Kazooie's a cheater at poker. Who'd have thought? Probably I would. And those voices are not too easy. I think I'm gonna need some help there with Banjo and Kazooie. We'll see if I can find some. God willing, right? Anyways, the camera pans back out over to where Grunty was bench pressing that stone. We're actually just shy of it. It seems that we're looking at a wall being dislodged. My God, there's a giant horn and some green smoke coming from within. What does that mean? I think what that means, someone is getting high.
Stop rocking the table. You're making me...
Oh, you're making me skip the cutscene, Bottles. I'm so sorry. But here we are. I know I mentioned that this is kind of the year of sequels, and when they're good, they're great. And obviously Banjo-Tooie is no exception. With exactly 3 million copies sold, it's the 14th best-selling N64 game of all time. I can't say that I count as one of those sales. Unfortunately, the copy that I have is actually a Blockbuster rental that's probably like 7,000 days overdue at this point. But I do have someone here who probably did purchase a copy legitimately. With over 1,500 videos uploaded, a near daily stream schedule, some of the best hair I've ever seen, and easily the world's most contagious laugh. It's the Banjo-Kazooie expert himself, Mr. Josh Jepson.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I did buy a copy of Banjo-Tooie when it was brand new. In fact, I remember leading up to the release of Banjo-Tooie, that was like the first game that I ever really researched before release. So I was very excited for it.
Really? Research even?
Yeah.
That's incredible. What kind of research were you doing?
Well, just like, it was, because I mean, it was early days of like people posting stuff online with screenshots and things like that. So I was just looking up as much information about the game as I possibly could. By before the launch of the game. I mean, I loved Banjo, so I was like, I gotta look up Banjo-Tooie stuff. Like the second I heard that was a thing that was happening, I was like, yes. And the first game tells you at the end, it's like, we'll see you in Banjo-Tooie kind of thing. So I was like, well, there's a sequel already. So I spent the next like 2 years looking up information about it.
I love that. That's awesome. And I kind of wish that was a thing that was a little bit more prevalent today, right? Like games teasing the next one. Sometimes you're like, oh, is there another one? I don't hope so.
Well, in Rayman 3, they were like, hey, we'll see you in Rayman 4, and that never happened. So maybe it's not a good idea.
From your lips to God's ears, that's true. My wife is still upset about that one. And Josh, for someone who researched the game so heavily before purchasing it, and obviously has become almost synonymous with the franchise itself throughout your career here LPing, I've got to ask, man, how many times have you beaten either Banjo-Kazooie and or Banjo-Tooie, if such a number even exists?
Banjo-Tooie far fewer times. Banjo-Kazooie I couldn't even tell you. I mean, probably hundreds at this point. Like, I mean, I've never speedrun the game, but if I were to, that would have been in the thousands at that point. But Banjo-Tooie probably like 30 or 40 times, I'd say.
30 or 40?
Yeah.
My God, dude. Oh, yeah. You say that's not very many, but that's impressive.
I mean, I just have to assume over the years, right? Like, I don't even know that if there's an exact number, but that's my best guess.
That's excellent. Well, hey, if there's someone to have on the line here, well, at least I kick this game off, you're probably the best person.
So you've played Banjo-Tooie before, yeah?
I have, yeah. I got it when I was 9 years old for, like I said, a rental that never got returned. But I think I've only beaten it once, maybe twice.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, that was my next question is this like the second time you've played it? But
yeah, it's the first time, man, in probably about 20 years.
Wow. That's cool, though.
So,
Spiral Mountain is sort of, derelict. Derelict? What's the word I'm looking for? Desolate.
Yeah, desolate, dilapidated. It's a sad-looking place compared to its former glory.
Mm-hmm. And the music is so sad.
That's true. It is, like tempo down a little bit?
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
Man, one of the things I love about Banjo-Tooie is that they just carry all of your moves over from the first game. Like, immediately you can just do everything from the first game already. And some moves are even better.
Really? Oh, I need this intel then, man. What,
Like the roll, for example, is different. So in the first game, whenever Banjo would roll forward, he would sort of stop at the end of his roll. And in this game, whenever you roll forward, you just keep rolling out into running again. So like you can sort of use it as a movement option.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that some speedrun strats? Is there any like advantage there?
I wish I knew. I don't think I've ever seen a speedrun of Banjo-Tooie, although it seems like it might be an interesting category.
Right. Hey, there might be a niche to fill there.
Yeah.
Those ideas.
Not a ton of people do the speedrunning of it.
Man, speedrunning's difficult. Have you speedran or speedrunned or whatever the past tense is? Anything at all?
I don't even know. Speedran, I think, is the one. I did Mario Sunshine hoverless.
Hoverless?
Yeah, which is like really, really difficult.
Dude, I can imagine. I'm surprised that's even possible.
A lot of the tricks are the same from like the non-hover version, but like, yeah, there's so much more that you need hover for in that game than you think.
Right. That's incredible. How much of it are you skipping, would you say, like on a percentage basis?
Oh man. Well, I mean, the average time is like 2 hours of gameplay, and you skip. Okay. There are several full shines that you skip. Yeah. But you actually mostly get everything in the game that you can get. From like an any percent standpoint, like you don't have to. Honestly, 100%ing that game is not worth it anyway. So like you don't get anything for basically any of the blue coins or whatever. But
yeah, it's just like a collection quest.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Nasty barren bird hurts poor Klungo. I always have a hard time doing a Kazooie voice.
You asked for it. That was more grunty than it was Kazooie.
You're a good idea, but you're not seen last of Klungo. Klungo coming. Mistress, please beat failure Klungo with broomstick.
Poor guy. He's just being abused by Grunty, and he's just taking it.
Yeah, he's...
I feel bad for Klungo.
Yeah, all those, like, those beat-down subordinates, really. Every villain seems to have one.
Yeah.
just a lackey.
That's all right. You know what? Klungo's got his redemption arc coming.
Oh, man. Spoilers, dude.
Well, you know, spoilers for Nuts and Bolts. Are you gonna play Nuts and Bolts?
Dude, I have not. I might have to.
You should. It's really good. It's good. It's like a good bad game. Like, it's got its problems, but it's I really find it fun, and especially if you like to like build things and you know whatever, because like you're building the vehicles, and I really enjoy the process, the creative process behind it. But some of the challenges are sort of crap.
Nuts and bolts. Well, it makes sense. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. Who is this? Oh, this is Bottle's brother.
This is one of my silos. Open up some more other. Oh, geez, I can't read words today. And also, his words just go by.
Oh, he doesn't like me touching that. Don't mean to touch your hole, dude. Sorry.
Not yet, punk. You'll need to open another silo before you can use its shortcut. Use it as a shortcut. Yeah, so
that's
like
right.
warps around the world. Yeah.
Yeah, efficiency, and we got the King Jinjo up here.
That's the whole thing with this game, right? Like this game is so much bigger than Banjo-Tooie or Kazooie, and like to the detriment of the Nintendo 64. There's a lot of lag and slowdown, but it's beautiful.
It really is, man. It really is. And to be honest with you, I actually beat this game before I beat Kazooie.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. My friend Elias Thompson also did the same thing.
Really? So good. It's not just me.
Yo, what's up? I'm King Jingling, king of all things Jinjo and ruler of this village.
Good. Your kingdom seems a bit empty.
My people were scared away by those witches and their giant machine. I kinda like it quiet, but I need to get them all back for the kickball tournament next week.
Very important. Doesn't seem that important to me.
But it is. There's a big kickball rivalry between the Jinjos and the Moles. Which means there could be trouble if we don't turn up.
Oh dear.
Exactly. Anyway, here's an incentive for you to rescue my people.
I'll give you this puzzle piece, dude.
First Jiggy, let's go.
We're on our way.
I believe you should go and see Master Jiggy Wiggy in his temple now.
Jiggy who?
Jiggy Wiggy, he's the leader of a secret and ancient order dedicated to the mystical powers of the Crystal Jiggy.
Ancient order? Crystal Jiggy? You just made that up, didn't you?
No, honest, it's all true. He's very important to your adventure, as only the Crystal Jiggy can open the worlds that you must enter.
Can you show us the way? King Dingaling?
It'll be my pleasure.
What a name, goodness gracious.
King Dingaling.
King Dingaling, I like it though, it rhymes. Perfect, and that's right, you get introduced to Bottle's family here.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. I love it. Yeah, man, and I didn't clarify, so this year for me, the first year I've actually been doing LPs and stuff like that, and it's kind of been the year of let's play everything and beat everything that I either didn't get to as a kid or that I just really never had the opportunity to at all. So
yeah. You called it the year of sequels?
The year of sequels as well. Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of blended into a lot because it started off just doing one thing, like a single LP a week, and then I was like, hey, I got more time. I can do more. And then eventually it's like an everyday thing.
I could do more. Yeah, I could totally do more. Uh-huh.
Right.
More. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
That's quite a mechanism they've got built there. The engineering. She's clearly got some deep pockets.
Yeah, how did they build that? Magic, I guess?
Yeah, maybe magic. I'm trying to think of the economics here, how she finances it, but...
Come on, sisters. Time I lack. What's the plan to get my body back?
Your rhyming is so stop it or we will not tell.
Oh, If I must. And there it is, the first time in the whole series that she doesn't rhyme. Sad.
Interesting.
And the end of an era.
Dude, that's a fun fact. That's honestly really cool. I didn't, for having a family, where's Brintilda, though, in this game? Didn't she have the other sister?
I don't know. Maybe Grunty off term between games or something. I don't know. She doesn't exist anymore.
She stayed back at the island at the end of Kazooie.
Yeah.
They forget it, guys. That's enough adventure.
Not Simula. So something else.
Start blasting.
I want to have a good voice for short sister there, but I just can't think of it.
Probably like a nasally, like a. Yeah, blast the king. Blast Jingling.
King Dingaling needs to be blasted. He requires
He needs to be put in his place. How dare he give a jiggy to Banjo?
Who would be so charitable? He's gotta be bad. Well, that and he's like 9 friggin' feet tall, so you can't trust that.
Yeah, true.
Formed up bows to begin the firing sequence.
Perfect.
I appreciate you humoring me with the weirdness there, Josh.
I mean, I'm the weirdest of them all, so I get it. I understand.
Dude, I mean, I think
I vibe with weird.
It's the fun. It's what makes it enjoyable.
Is it still life force he will? Unlucky BLB was bear we just missed.
So close. Never mind him. What about that traitor Jingling? Traitor, huh?
Interesting. Were they in cahoots? They had some sort of agreement.
That is the theory.
Interesting.
Yes, he's just a zombie now.
It concerns me that the sofa there had eyes. Does it also have a nose and a mouth, and he's just sitting on it?
Well, so there was a guy. I don't know. You missed him, but there's like a little pink dude.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Toots. His name is Toots. He's a little pink guy, and he got fried along with King Jingling, and it's just left.
Oh no!
Just left his eyes there.
Oh, not Toots. Goodness gracious. Is it like a pet or something?
Yeah, like a little pet.
Aww.
Or Toots.
Poor
I love
baby.
Toots is my favorite character, and he doesn't say anything at all. I wouldn't worry. Banjo's got no one to help him now that Mole and Jingling are gone. He'll never get it. Yep.
It's okay.
He'll never get to us now or something.
Grunty's she's been drinking. She's been lamenting her defeat, and she's tired. All right, she's working a lot.
You gotta go back and see King Jingling zombie mode.
Let's go do it. And so Toots is fried. He's dissipated. He's gone.
Poor Toots.
My God.
He shall be missed. Toots was actually in Banjo-Kazooie as well. In the desert, the Gobi's desert.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a guy with a turban. He sits in like a little pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Ruby, and he has Toots as a pet next to him.
Interesting.
Lord Woof and I go way back. We often go fishing together, but I'm not supposed to tell anyone.
Well, it's nice that he's a
he gives you little
coherent zombie.
quips. Yeah, kind of.
Right, kind of.
He tries to attack you.
Oh, hey, wait! I'm stuck in first person. Excuse me, buddy. And he won't let me sit on his sofa here. It's a little disappointing.
Don't mess with Target's Ann. He's got a terrible temper.
Can we assault him? Yes. But it's not effective, I don't think. Okay, well, we'll be back, buddy. Do we get to revive Toots? Is Toots dead for good?
Yeah, I guess Toots will come back eventually, maybe.
Oh my God. I would have spent the next 20 episodes worried about that. Do it for Toots. Bottles who? No.
Do it for Toots. If you get enough jiggies, Toots will come back.
Oh. Oh man. Okay, so there's an incentive. Is it like 100%ing it, or is it just a higher amount than the?
Well, so long as you get enough to get into the final boss and
okay.
rectify things.
Gotcha.
But I assume you're going for 100%.
You know, man, it's a fluid situation, but shoot, if Josh Jepson puts it into the air, I think I might have to. All right, so I guess... Wait, are we supposed to go to Bottles? Is Bottles over here?
Oh, yeah. Back up to King Jingling's palace. It should be, like, right across the way from his palace.
Perfect.
In fact, actually, there's nothing really to do in Jinjo Village. They just, like, whenever you collect a Jinjo, they'll come back to Jinjo Village, and besides that, there's really nothing else to do here.
Gotcha, so you just fill it back up with the inhabitants?
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things that you could do here, but, like, it's not for until later, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more excited. Populated.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but there was one Jinjo house that was completely destroyed.
Well, that's sad.
And it was the Gray Jinjos, and there's a sign in front of the Gray Jinjo's house, and if you look at it, it's like, rest in peace to the Gray Jinjo family,
oh my God.
Murdered by Grunty with her giant machine.
Oh, well, they don't.
It's so sad. This game is grim, dude.
It really is.
People die.
Clearly. I mean, so they're gone for good. We're not going to find any Gray Jinjos.
No Gray Jinjos.
Oh, my God. Hello there, Banjo. How are we today?
Pretty good, Mrs. Bottles. And yourself?
Oh, fine.
Tell her about Ghosty Boy. Oh, keep quiet, Kazooie.
What was that? Is Bottles okay? He should be back from Spiral Mountain for his dinner soon. He never misses his dinner, you know. He freaking loves it.
I'm sure he'll be back soon, Mrs. B. I don't know about that.
Soon is relative, right? Give it,
Yeah,
a few months.
Yeah, Give it some time. Let me get some jiggies.
He had to step out for a pack of cigarettes and...
yeah. He went out for some milk. He'll be back.
Who are you letting live in your house, lady? There was a creature assaulting me in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's kind of an issue. I think actually she says something about the monster in the bedroom if you talk to her again.
Oh, well, he is deceased. The problem is solved. Do you have anything to say? Ooh, she's sipping pretty heavy. What's in there? Where is my Bottles got to? I need him back here to deal with that monster in our bedroom.
We've got to tell her, Banjo. Not now, Kazooie. Not now.
Banjo's seen some stuff, all right? Oh, my God.
Banjo, the level-headed one here. Like,
right.
Let's not, we can't do anything about this now. Let's just, like, let her live in her world for now.
Right. Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
It's true. Although she does seem very worried about Bottles, as you would expect.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I'm sure your wife would be worried if you didn't, contact her.
It's true.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Is he holding Donkey Kong?
Is he really? He is!
I like goggles.
Since you and Daddy are such good friends, I'll give you these prototype glasses he's working on.
Did he finish working on them by any chance?
Oh yes, I believe they're called the Amazing Gaze glasses.
How do they work?
Well, when Banjo's eyes view, use left C and right C to zoom in and out.
Not bad. So yeah, now you can, when you go into first person, you can zoom.
Interesting. My God.
Which is great for like...
The game has changed.
Yeah, which is great for like... It's great for zooming in on Jinjo's faces and seeing how derpy they are.
Oh,
That's
hey.
what I use it for.
This is Jet
Oh
Force
yeah,
Gemini?
Jet Force Gemini, another rare game. Jet Force Gemini.
Cool.
I've never actually played Jet Force Gemini other than like maybe an hour of the beginning of the game, but...
Yeah, same. I had a couple friends that really loved it growing up, but I never actually owned it myself.
Yeah, I bought one years later and just couldn't get my mind around the controls. It's very strange.
Is it like a third-person shooter, or?
It kind of is like a third-person shooter, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, a third-person shooter on the Nintendo 64 was, they were still figuring it all out.
Hey there, Banjo.
Hi, Specky.
Me and my dad are going to be playing in the kickball tournament next week over at the Mayan Stadium. King Jingling has organized it especially for my dad since he's such a hero.
I'm just
He's a well-read child.
I'm loving you figuring out the voice for this guy, and then it ended up on this deep, manly
Why
voice.
would we need substitutes? My dad is the best on the team.
Puberty hit him like a sack of bricks, man.
I'm sure he was, or is.
Did you know that the tunnel over there is my secret way out of the village? You might find it useful.
We already know that. King Dangaling, something. He he opened it up specifically for us.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
Nice.
I love how Specky sounds almost identical to King Jingling. He must have learned to talk from King Jingling.
There's some
good friend.
questions looming in the air about his parent situation. You see, Bottle's wife requested a DNA test, but oh man, all of this is rushing back to me. This is crazy.
Right?
I feel like I'm in 3rd grade again. I love this.
It's such a fantastic game. And there's a lot of exposition at the beginning of this one as opposed to Kazooie, where it's just like, oh, the sister gets kidnapped, go save her.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot more to this. Like the story is a lot heavier.
Dude, you're right. It's way more fleshed out initially, especially. I worked the door of his sacred temple to keep out those who are not worthy.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like a cult.
That depends. To prove yourself worthy to enter, you must control You gotta say something.
Hey, what was that?
I'm sorry, I'm a freak. I'm a puzzle piece. I don't actually have a mouth.
It's true, he doesn't have a mouth.
Let's see what you have then. I got 1 jiggy, dude, and that's enough. Excellent. I appreciate your
Imagine if it was like 2 jiggies. Like, what would you have done? Just stand there? Like, knock on the door? Like, hey, man, like, I can't get another one yet. You need to let me in.
Let me in. Let me in. Okay, now the Jiggy Wiggy's temple. Beautiful. He's got it waxed and everything.
Yeah, dude.
Greetings,
beautiful.
O chosen one. You have entered the sacred temple of Jiggy Wiggy. Approach this golden monolith if you wish to prove yourself worthy.
I want to do that lower, but I can't.
Are you worthy?
You know what? Maybe. Let's test.
Let's find out.
Only this can decide my future. Oh.
It's a magic moving puzzle. Oh, it's broken.
Yeah, I was like, what am I looking at here? My God.
It's supposed to be the picture of the first level, but it's broken.
You will be sent to the void upon completion of this puzzle. Okay, well, I guess at least I have the shapes to rely on, so we can complete it.
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly what you're going to be looking at anyway. Honestly, the moving picture in the background serves to mess you up, actually, if anything. So this is actually probably easier. But normally, so just to visualize this, normally what you're looking at here is a big treasure room filled with gold, and there's like a weird dude running around. And that's it.
Once this hits YouTube, hopefully that looks correct.
The Great One will show you the way.
Well, artistic masterpiece, clearly.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, Jiggy Wiggy, I do appreciate your help here.
The Grand Crystal Jiggy. Unleash thine power.
Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy.
Goodness gracious. The power... Wait, was there always an opening in the roof, or did it blow open?
I think there's always an opening in the roof. I think that's kind of part of the Crystal Jiggy feature, shooting a giant laser beam into the sky.
He got it for that reason solely.
And also, I think the hole is in the shape of a Jiggy also.
Ooh. Okay, well, that is neat. And that's a reason to look up. I probably should be a little bit more observant in general.
You know what? Everything is Jiggies.
Everything is Jiggies.
It's all Jiggies.
The grass, Jiggies.
Everything is Jiggies.
The air, Jiggies. Everything. I don't have enough.
Every air molecule is a tiny Jiggy.
You put it under a microscope, it's all Jiggies, baby.
Yeah, there you go. See?
That's kind of cool. My God. Josh, I really do appreciate it. There's at least like 7 or 8 things, at least, that I would not have known had you not been on this conversation. I appreciate it, man.
It's my pleasure. I'm here to share the love of banjo.
And you share the good word well, my friend. And we've shared it in a way that's led us to here, to the Mayan place. I forget what it's called, but it's sweet. It's honestly...
It's a strange name. It's Mayhem Temple. So like Mayan and Mayhem combined.
Mayhem Temple.
Yeah.
Very good. The land of my ancestors, if my ancestors were in a rare game. Anyways, we're going to visit that next time. So, Josh.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate you again for having been here. Josh is up to all sorts of cool stuff on Twitch. Josh Jepson as well on YouTube. In fact, he's got a banjo-related series going on right now, Jiggies of Time. Josh, you want to tell the people specifically what you're working on?
Yeah, so Jiggies of Time is the big thing that I'm working on right now. It's taking a lot longer than I wanted to complete, but I'm currently in the middle of it. It is a mod that takes place. It's a banjo mod that takes place in the world of Ocarina of Time. So you get to explore Kakariko Village and Death Mountain and Zora's Domain and all this cool stuff. So it's very well done, and I'd actually argue it's even better than the original banjo game in a lot of ways. So yeah, definitely check that out.
There you have it. Explore him on Twitter too before it implodes. It might already be gone, who knows. And if you're anything like me and you love N64, Josh is your guy. So, thanks again for watching. Josh, thanks again for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Ah.